Well, good morning. At least it's morning for me. It's 11:26 where I am. It makes it 12:26 in New York and on the East Coast. So what's going on in my head today? I'm reading I just got done reading a story about J.D. Vance and this guy Teal and cryptocurrency and all this, and I'm beginning to again say to you that you need to be careful when you vote for Trump, if you vote for Trump, because you're not just voting for him, you're voting for a bunch of whack jobs, more or less, or people that want to control you. They want to take away your right of choice or freedom of choice. Okay? They want to tell you what to do, when to do it, and who to do it with. So that's that's a big no-no in my book, and it's not just Trump, because like they're telling you that Trump's 78 years old and apparently not in great health. So that leaves you with the possibility of J.D. Vance as president of the United States. Well, Vance has got this guy Teal in his court, which is the crypto banker, and that's the only thing he's got going for him, because he is not very smart either. You know, I don't know, and I should qualify that statement, but I don't know how smart Kamala Harris or Waltz is. You know, I have to go look into the situation to see if they got, who their backers are and who their influences are. But it's all about, you hear this word all the time. You hear it on X, I guess you call it now. Who are the major influencers in social media? And that's a big thing. And I think it's not just there. I think it's everywhere now. I think the political influencers are the most dangerous people that we have to worry about. People have said that, there's going to be a problem. It's going to be a long-term problem, especially if Trump gets elected. But that democracy will return. I'm not going to be around to see that problem. My grandkids are, my family is, my nieces and my great-nephews are. My niece won't be around, I don't think. Although, yeah, she's got quite a few years. She's got to leave. She might have 20 years left in her, so yeah, she'd be around to see it. I don't think she'll like it. You tell her she can't buy the kind of wine she wants where she wants to buy it or something, you're going to have a serious problem on your hands. Although she works for one of the biggest companies in the world, so she's executive for them. It's Monday, folks. I was still asleep. Sorry. Oh, God. I should really wake up before I do these things, huh? Okay, next on my agenda, again dealing with J.D. Vance, wants to deport 1 million people right away. Well, the logistics of that are amazing. He'd have to control every transportation company and every means of transportation in the United States. And then once you get these people on planes, or however you got to get rid of them, I guess planes, or luxury yachts. I don't know how they're going to plan on doing it. But anyhow, I'm assuming airplanes. You have to go get someplace that's going to let them land. And that may or may not happen. So what do you do with these people? You dump white people off in South Africa, black people in Ireland. I mean, come on. They're not going to take it. This is going to cause a lot of people to die. It's going to cause a lot of international problems. You think when you look at it, you think only the United States is going to have this. What's going to happen in the United States? It's a whole world out there that you got to think about, and I have no idea what's going to happen. I don't think too many people do. You know, I don't think it's this saying you want to do something that right now is not a well thought out process. Because let's assume that you get a few 100,000 solid workers involved in this, and you think that the white people are going to jump in and do the job. Well, if they're going to work for cheap money, yeah, maybe you can get it done. But if they're not going to work for the same salaries or less than the people that you're getting rid of, you're not going to have it's not going to happen. Now, if it's all manual labor, I think they're thinking that there's 1 million homeless people out there. Well, there's over 1 million homeless people out there, but most of them are U.S. citizens, with mental issues or bad luck. And, you have bad luck, you tend to, sometimes people just tend not to be willing to change, so you end up out of work for a long time because you won't accept less with the chance to make more. You won't accept less with a chance for a new career. That's just, things that people do. I got it. Oh. And then there's a story about the U.S. sending a submarine to the Middle East. Well, first of all, we have subs in the area already. We just, every country has subs off the other country's coasts, so you never know where they're going to be or anything else, so I don't, think that's a big, that's just a headline grabber, That's just a warning. It's like firing a warning shot at somebody, hey, dude, shit's going to get real soon, I'm not sure that that's a good idea, but that's what they're doing. Let's go. If we go now, that's the 3 headline things I had. Now let's go back to the first one where we're talking about J.D. Vance and his opinions of things and his dealings with the cryptocurrency and whatnot. The historian that I was reading the story from says one of the things we've never had in this country is that all the power concentrated in one individual. Not even when we were back in beginnings of our country, because we weren't a country yet. So that doesn't count, the fact that we were ruled by a king. We weren't an independent country yet. And one of the things that they wanted to do with the independent country was to get rid of the one-man rule. George Washington had a chance. I mean, he was such a hero that he could have been elected president or king of the United States, and he chose not to do that. Now, that's a great man. It's also a tired man. He just got done fighting a nasty war, and I'm sure the stress had something to do with it on him, He just wanted to go lay down and sit in the rocking chair at his farm, excuse me, God, I'm sorry, and hang out, But, it worked out all right for him because we were a developing country, and things the difference between developing a country and a form of government then and now are 2 different stories. When it happened with this guy, I believe it's in Hungary that they're using as an example of what's going on. You didn't have over 350 million. No, it's more than that. maybe 350 million people that you had to worry about. In a country of our size and our population and our abilities and resources and whatnot, the rest of the world's going to look at us. And they have a choice. Deal with us are not. Now you're saying that the billionaires will do what they want to do. The problem with this is that eventually those billionaires are going to have to face reality. And the reality is that they're going to come after them. It's going to be like the French Revolution, you know, where the queen, whose name escapes me right now, said, let them eat cake. Yo, I don't want cake, I want beef. And I want ham and eggs for breakfast. So, you know, you start messing with people's routines and lifestyles and everything else. And I can't honestly say that I see, you know, this thing working out well for Trump and Vance and the wackos that are behind him. I don't see it working out well for anybody, because I think, you know, the violence that's going to come with it is going to be, you know, the big thing that causes the real problems in the world. And you know, you have a thing here too when you're dealing with first of all, a mentally ill president. Not a weak president, a mentally ill president. And a fanatical vice president, and a nuclear arsenal that's capable of destroying the world. All you got to do is set a few of those weapons off in a couple of places, and you've destroyed the future of the world, because you've destroyed the world. We're destroying the world as it is, you know, and Trump wants to continue to destroy the planet. And when you destroy the natural resources, what do you replace them with? Manufactured resources? We don't have the technology yet. I don't know whether that's, you know, a year away or 20 years away. But I do believe that, you know, the destructive nature of Donald Trump and his particular policies that are going to try to keep him rich. And it's like this lady said, you know, Donald Trump has no desire to rule the world. Donald Trump is only trying to be president to keep himself out of, you know, so that he can get what he wants and keep himself out of jail. He's not interested in anything else. He's not interested in cryptocurrency or anything like that. He wants to keep his wealth and keep himself out of jail. And that's why he's running for president. It's got nothing, absolutely nothing to do with people. What you want, what I want, or anything else. It's all about what he wants. You know, and once he's there, and he can't, at the moment he can't run for re-election again. And I don't think the way he's going, I don't think he'll be, you know, his health is going to be, you know, he's going to be in worse shape than Biden when he hits 82. You know, because his problems aren't so much physical. Biden's problems are physical. You know, I think he's got some health issues that I think, you know, I have similar issues. I can hardly walk, so I understand where he's coming from, and I understand the causes, and I'm not going to get involved in that right now. But I see Trump's mind is a different story. You know, he's already a compulsive liar. Pathological is what I would say, because he even believes everything he says, and that's a dangerous position to be in the world. When you have a maniac like that, a disturbed person like that, and you want to put him in control. I believe, and this is one of the things that they were saying, that this guy Thiel, who works in the big in the crypto industry, is grooming J.D. Vance to take over from Trump year 1 or year 2. You know, and that's it. Because they're not gonna be able to do what they want with Trump in office, because Trump can't be controlled. You see it now. They're telling Trump, don't talk about the crowd size. Talk about the crowd size. You tell Trump not to do something, he goes out and does it. He doesn't care, because he thinks he's all powerful. He thinks he's omnipotent. I think that's the word. Feel free to write in and tell me I'm spelling things wrong, saying things wrong, that I'm nothing but mispronouncing everything. Just to let me know that you're out there, that this isn't a great void I'm talking to, you know. like I said, I avoid live videos, I avoid podcasts and things like that simply because I don't want to be locked into a specific time frame. Because I need my health. And my health says I want to go for a walk or I want to take a nap. I'm going to do it. You know? My health assistant's laying down over here to my right, which I don't know whether you can see. Let me see if I can do this. Yeah, you can see her there. That's Lucy laying down in the bed in my office. You know, she's there. She's the one that gets me up in the morning. She's the one that gets me out of the house. She's the one that makes me walk even though I don't want to. You know, this is that's my health assistant. All right, we've hit 15 minutes. My mind's starting to flake out. You know, I'm sure I have something I should say or shouldn't say, but anyhow, take care. See you mañana.